Some from 5 minutes ago, some from 2,000 years ago. It is all these things that are slowing us down as a species. Slow me down, as they did this morning, sitting in traffic, and probably slow you down, too, when you let things eat you that you shouldn't. So today, I would like, if at all possible, for you to go into the day, living in the now. You don't even have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Just take everything on face value as it comes. And maybe then we can all get off this godforsaken, windswept rock, evolve, and populate space the way we're supposed to, in the words of the great Bill Hicks. Anywho, those are big topics, I suppose, and I don't know if trying to wrap them up in 8 minutes as opposed to 3 minutes really did any of them justice, but I think you get the gist. You're smart, otherwise you wouldn't continue to listen to this show. It's not like this is an especially smart show, but it ain't for dummies. It's for people that are able to think for themselves and process things for themselves, and I thank you for hanging out and being part of my radio family. And if you are a contributor to the show, if you want to chime in at all, at ADSXE, at Funk FM is where you can do that. Today, we'll talk about the FCC fining broadcasters for saying, I don't think this has started yet. Can we still say Schmed, Schmins, Funkhouser without getting in trouble?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
Skin that is of an auburn color. I'm trying to think.
South Park did it. You can do it.
So, okay, all right. Well, if South Park got away with it on Comedy Central and curse up a storm on a regular basis, then we're going to give it a go. Will the FCC start fining us as broadcasters for saying Redskins? And a deceased veteran's widow refuses to pay a hilarious bill from the VA. Right now, though, let's take a look at the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. In no way, shape, or form fair. Certainly not balanced. Ooh, is this a new news bed, Funkhouser?
Oh, yeah. We are in the 21st century.
This makes me feel even more official. All right, let's give it a go.
Well, today in the news, the FCC has overturned the NFL's local broadcast blackout policy.
Well, it's nice. It's a nice change to hear news about the NFL and blackout that has nothing to do with Ray Rice in an elevator. Go on.
People are still talking about Kansas City crushing New England on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it was such a beating that out of habit, the head guy in charge, Roger Goodell, denied seeing it. Go on.
The Oakland Raiders have fired their head coach.
In a related story, there's an opening for the single worst job on the face of the earth. Did you see the video of the Kansas City Chiefs fans taunting that one sort of New England fan at the game? Like, he's just, the guy is like...
Yeah.
He's like NFL Gandhi sitting there taking like just the most incredible crap.
He was on the wrong side of the...
He was, anyways, it's been an interesting time for people in Kansas City. The Chiefs won big. The Royals are in the playoffs. And yeah, I don't think Kansas City has been this excited since the invention of meth. They're like, holy crap, you can make this in your bathtub? Sweet. What else?
Kim Jong-un reportedly fractured both ankles.
Yeah, saw that. Both of them at the same time. We don't know how he did it. There's no confirmation about how he suffered the injury, but I think we can rule out falling off a treadmill. It doesn't look like he really takes his health and or fitness all that seriously. What else?
Probably did it getting a haircut. Taco Bell was able to create 15,000 new jobs, all because the Doritos Locos Tacos are so successful.
Yeah, that's insane. Stoner food ready to save our economy. Doritos Locos Tacos resulted in the creation of 15,000 new jobs. It's an interesting piece of rather sad commentary when a taco creates more jobs than a government, but hey, we'll take it where we can get it. Am I right? I think I'm right.
The show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
Thank you so much for hanging and being part of my radio family. Joining the conversation by tweeting me at ADSXE. Holler at super producer to the stars, Barry Funkhouser at Funk FM is where you can find him. Today in the show, the widow of a veteran refuses to pay a hilarious bill from the VA. We'll get into that shortly. Right now, though, let's finish up the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. And Funkhouser, hit that, oh God, that new news bed. It really does grab your attention, like this is stuff you need to hear, told to you by really smart people. I'm impressed. I wasn't sure. I thought this new news bed was going to be a little too serious, and we wouldn't be able to live up to its incredible grandeur. But I think it's working out. What do you think, Funkhouser?
I feel a lot more newsy.
Good. Well, let's get on with the news then, shall we?
Well, committed environmentalist Leonardo DiCaprio has broken up with yet another supermodel girlfriend.
Right. Proving, once again, that he is deadly serious about the concept of recycling. It's very green of him.
I'll take the recycling from him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. This is Leonardo DiCaprio's secondhand stuff. You realize that if she's been cast away, she's probably a decrepit old hag at the age of 22. What else?
The Jenner divorce could mean the end of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, sure, right.
Like
kidding. Yeah. No, it won't. It'll lead to 9 spin-offs, starting with this week's premiere of Keeping Up with whatever the hell Bruce is turning into. What else?
CBS picked up a Supergirl TV show.
Yeah, she's like Superman, but instead of kryptonite, her weakness, shoe sales. I am a huge comic book fan. Collected them when I was younger. Still go to the library. I go to the library and I take out the graphic novels because, I'm not going to get into that thing where I'm buying a new issue every single month or week or what. No, I can't do that. But when it all comes out in a collected, nice, softback tome that won't get newsprint all over my fingers, that's when I'll pick it up from the library. And I love reading comics. But every time you turn around at the moment, there's a new comic book property, a new television or movie spin-off, and I have to feel like it's going to hit critical mass soon, and we're just going to be sick of it. I think it's like all good things. It's, you know what it's like? It's like grunge music. That's really what it's like. It's like in the early 90s, there were, what was it? It was Soundgarden. There was Soundgarden, there was Pearl Jam, there was Nirvana, and there was Alice in Chains. Those were the big artists to come out of what was laughably referred to as grunge. That was the Seattle sound and all the above. And for every single one of those bands that went on to have lasting impact over a multi-decade span of time, there was a grunt truck. There was a 7 Mary 3. There was something that was a bit of a flash in the pan, but really it's not going to amount to anything over this length of time. And I think we've hit that stage with the superhero movie and television show phenomena. For every awesome movie that comes out, for every Guardians of the Galaxy, for every Avengers, there's going to be like 5 really crappy spin-off situations that will go absolutely nowhere and people are going to get sick of it. And I find that to be a little sad because that means people are going to stop making them because they've been overdoing it. Everybody's going in for a piece of that action, and I kind of used to feel a certain amount of excitement when I heard about a new superhero movie, a little bit of anticipation, like, hey, maybe they won't royally F it up this time. And I've only felt that once with twice, Guardians of the Galaxy and The Avengers. And those are the only superhero movies I saw where I wasn't like, crap, disappointing, what the hell were you doing to the original mythology? But you hold out hope. And now that hope is rapidly disappearing because I know everyone's going to get sick of it and they're going to stop making superhero movies eventually. What else?
A long, long time ago, the singer of that song had a birthday. Don McLean from American Pie, that song American Pie, that 12-minute song. He turned 69 today.
At this age, he probably does really wake up more and more thinking, this will be the day that I die.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
The FCC might start fining broadcasters for saying the word that rhymes with Schmedskins.
Yeah. Hey, while they're at it, can they please stop making Can they please make Terry Bradshaw stop saying Jaguars? I really don't. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna protect myself and say Schmedskins.
Schmedskins,
just in case they start finding broadcasters.
Schmedskins sounds like some sort of like weird condition you develop on your junk if you don't wash yourself properly. It's just like he refused to shower and now he has Schmedskins. It's not. Yeah.
There's an ointment for that.
There's a cream. It'll clear it right up. What else?
There's an ingredient in Viagra that may affect eyesight and even cause blindness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if this ingredient in Viagra affects your eyesight, causes blindness, upside, you won't run into anything face first. Think about it. There it is.
Oh, that's a weenie joke.
Yeah! That's a sleeper. You'll be laughing about that one on the way home. What else?
A survey finds that most Americans do not know how the U.S. government works.
Well, right, but in their defense, it doesn't. It's a big old mess. What else?
Yesterday was World Vegetarian Day.
Yeah. Were you ever a vegetarian or a vegan or anything?
Nope. My mom celebrates Meatless Monday, but I can't get behind it.
Really? Just one day of the week you can't go without meat?
Nope. Need my meat.
I'm trying to think if I go without meat any day of the week. Like, I was a vegan, not just a vegetarian. I had hippie parents. I was a vegan for 12 years of my life. And then there was a casino I used to go to in Atlantic City that had this really good sort of like fish restaurant in it. And I always said to myself, if I ever eat meat again, it'll be fish, seafood, because I love seafood, and you know, it's not red meat and it's not. Yeah, so I tried like a little bit of fish at a time. And I used to go to this casino a lot. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs, I don't do anything but gambling. Yeah, that would be my one remaining vice. So I went to this casino pretty often. Would lose, and whenever you lose, they kind of go, "Oh, too bad, so sad, I'm sorry. Can we comp you a meal?" I'm like, "Yes, please. I'll just hitchhike home, but the comped meal would be good." And gradually, I ate more and more pieces of fish, and then eventually chicken, and then I thought it was going to make me horribly sick, but I ate a piece of steak at that place. Next morning I woke up, I was like, I feel like a god. What have I been missing out on? And ever since then, as much dead animal as possible is shoveled down my cavernous gullet to make up for lost time.
Delivering fascinating subjects, interesting talk, and boobs and fart jokes. AD on iHeartRadio.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Talking that mess, better act like you know. Oh, let's go tonight. Walk away, punk, yeah, bitch. That's right, I know this. You're nothing but a punk, bitch. You're nothing but a punk, bitch. So walk away, yeah, yeah. You've been talking about me for a long time.
Got a tweet from Jeff, who listens to the show, with regard to this whole thing we were talking about earlier, about living in the now. He said, being black in Redneckville, South Texas, which I guess is where he grew up. I think he's in Colorado now. Yeah, he's in Colorado. No, Utah, sorry. He said, being black in Redneckville, South Texas, I learned quickly not to dwell on the past. If you can't let it go, you'll burn up inside. That's good. That's a very healthy way to go through life. You will burn up inside. I feel bad for, you know what? I do feel bad for the whole situation between black and white in this country, though, because, and this is why it's so much more important to live in, so important to live in the now, because here's the thing. All the stuff that, all right, Jews and Nazis. Let's talk about that for a second. In that particular instance, there was a clear and defined bad guy. It was Hitler. That was done. You can't name your kid Adolf. You can't have that mustache. Like, there's no way, shape, or form that he was a clear and well-defined bad guy. Nazis, clear and defined bad guys. To this day, if they discover a Nazi, a war criminal, he could be 100 years old, living somewhere that God knows where, if they catch him, he will be punished for his war crimes. The just